Hey everybody, I am coming making this video and I want to tell you that jealousy gets you nowhere. Let me say that again. Jealousy gets you nowhere. The reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of people need to be reminded of how dangerous and destructive this spirit can be. And I want you all also to be reminded that it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy because jealousy is also a distraction when or if you allow it to take over you and govern everything that you do on a day-to-day basis. Now, let me tell you all this before I dig into the message. Jealousy is a human emotion that most human beings have had at some point or another in their lives. And the difference is that some people, they know how to manage it. They recognize that it's in them. They go to God from their self-examination. They may pray and ask God to help them with the spirit. I have encouraged a lot of you all to go to God about that if that's what you struggle with. And they know through emotional intelligence that that is a emotion that is in them, but they're not going to allow it to influence how they view the person or different people they're jealous of. They're not going to allow it to influence or govern how they interact with people, how they talk to people, or even how they respond to people that they have certain negative emotions towards as far as jealousy goes. Now, let me also break something down to you all, and I want you to pay attention to this. If you have experienced jealousy at the hands of someone else, one thing that a jealous person does is that they are always bringing up the name or the names of the people or the person that they are jealous of. They always have a narrative about them. They always have some type of complaint about them. They always are bringing up some type of story of what they heard, what they think, what they allegedly saw, and what they believe pertaining to that person. And that right there is when you should be able to recognize through your discernment or through your intelligence that, you know what, this person has the spirit of jealousy. In my life, when I've been able to recognize that spirit in certain people, it's been because randomly they will constantly keep bringing up a particular person or several different people's name. And I know for a fact that they are jealous of them, even if their jealousy was directed towards me. Other people will come and tell me how they are always bringing my name up. People do this, but see, this is not about me. Jealousy is a very deep-rooted issue of unresolved emotions, accusations, feelings, and thoughts that people have pertaining to you or someone else that they are jealous of. But I ask the question again, if you are struggling with this, or if you know someone that is struggling with it, look, where has it gotten you? It gets you absolutely nowhere. You don't accomplish anything by being jealous of another person. It takes too much of your time. It keeps you in mental torment and turmoil. You are confused. There's chaos that typically surrounds a jealous spirited person. They are rejected. They are ostracized. They are always getting into it with people. They are always falling out with people. This is not the story of everybody, but a lot of people, if you pay attention and you know, like I said, for a fact that they're jealous, all you've got to do is, if you confront someone that is jealous, there may be somebody you just want to outright confront them about their spirit of jealousy because you are tired of their shenanigans. Most people, when they're confronted, that battle with this, they're going to outright make you appear like you're crazy. They're going to tell you, oh, well, why do I need to be jealous of you? You don't have anything that I would be jealous of. I'm fulfilled in life. I'm content with my life. I don't have to be jealous of anybody. But you'll notice that they have taken a large amount of their free time to pick, to point out, the mistakes, the faults, the flaws, and the failures of the person or the people that they are jealous of. They can tell you a bunch of stuff about that person's life. And what you will also notice is that if you investigate it, or if you go deeper down the rabbit hole as far as confronting that person who is jealous, you will come to the realization that the person or the people that they're always talking about, that you know they're jealous of, they don't even hang around the person. The person does not see them. The person is not calling them or texting them. The person is not hanging around them on a day-to-day basis. The person is not running in a circle with them or in a group with them. They have nothing to do with the jealous person. And this is what I want you all to start paying attention to. When you come across a jealous spirited person, they will have an entire story about someone that they don't like, that they swear up and down what they're repeating about them is true. But if you come out and ask them, are you friends with the person? You work with the person, but I never see the person talking to you. I never see you sitting with them. They walk right past you. Do you have that person's number? Does that person go to your church? Does that person live in your neighborhood? Is that person dating you, or are they dating a mutual friend or a family member of yours? If you really sit and listen to them, if they tell the truth, because a lot of jealous people, they lie. A lot of them are liars. They are compulsive and habitual liars. They will just lie, lie, lie. And if you, again, are not discerning, you will believe things that are coming out of their mouth about the person they're jealous of, that they constantly and repeatedly are bad mouthing and talking about. But a jealous individual, a lot of the people that they target, they have nothing to do with them. This is why I say jealousy gets you absolutely nowhere. You're putting time and energy, if this is you, and I say it in love, you're putting time and energy into watching a person that you have an idea about in your mind. They have something that you like. They have something that you lack. They have something that you want. They have something that you know you would never be able to acquire or attain or maintain. And so you have taken a lot of your time to watch that person. This is why I say it's destructive and it's dangerous, because you being jealous, you are really jealous. And again, hear my heart. You are really jealous because you are watching the life or the lives of people that you believe or you feel have more than you. You feel that they are more accomplished or successful than you. You're not looking at your life or your blessings or how God has protected you or brought you out of something. You're not looking at certain opportunities that may be about to come your way, or opportunities you had in the past, but you fumbled it because of your nasty attitude, because of you lying, and you not getting delivered from that. So now there's been an ongoing perpetual line of you just always lying on that pretty woman or that pretty girl that you're jealous of, or that handsome man or that successful man that you are jealous of. See, what I want you all also to add to this message is that when you do not pluck from the root a particular spirit, several other spirits are going to be operating behind that one. So see, you can be struggling with the spirit of jealousy, but then if you got a spirit where you are a liar, and if you got a spirit that is murderous, if you got a spirit where you are insecure, these other 2 or 3 spirits are also going to be in correlation with the spirit of jealousy. This is why a jealous person, when they can't physically get to you, when they cannot touch you, or when they tell a lie on you and it's not operating, then what they will do, they will try to turn people against you. They will set something up, plot, plan, and scheme on something to have people that are your friends or family members, they want them to start beefing with you and falling out with you. They want to gather and gang people up to come against you, so they will dislike you. So they will look at you in a negative sense. That's why it's dangerous. That's why it is destructive. This is why a lot of people, it just has not been worked out, because they had 2 or 3 other spirits before they really started operating and being governed in the spirit of jealousy. They already had some other underlying spirits there. And when you don't go to God about these things, when you don't be cleansed, when you're not cleansed and sanctified and delivered from those spirits, and you add jealousy to it, baby, you are a dangerous woman. You are a dangerous man. So again, I want to tell you, jealousy gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. Ask anybody that you know or that you probably have confronted, if you are bold enough to confront them about their jealousy. Like I said, not you making an assumption or hearing that they're jealous, but you've seen the evidence of the Holy Spirit has told you. Okay, because you have all types of thoughts and feelings. It doesn't mean that it's legit. I'm talking about, you know, beyond the shadow of a doubt that this individual that you think or believe is jealous, you have the evidence of it. God has confirmed it. But this is why I tell you, if you've confronted somebody about it, or you've gone to them about their jealousy, all you got to do is ask them, what have you attained or acquired with being jealous? Look at their life. Look at their lives. If you've confronted several people, just look at them. What have they gained or what have they accomplished? Let me break something down. If you are struggling with that spirit and you've been allowing it to influence your behavior and your way of thinking and how you treat the person or the people you're jealous of, then you got to look around and say, what have I gained? Have I made more money? Have I gotten the man of my dreams? Have I developed very positive connections and friendships with people? And then you've also got to look at the fact that, okay, in the beginning, it may appear like you're winning. See, a person that's operating in this spirit, it may appear like they're winning in the beginning, because when they're telling lies on you, when they're stirring up chaos, when they're stirring up confusion and drama, when they are helping to forward fake narratives about you and stories about you and lies about you, it may appear like it has some momentum. It may appear like people are believing it, because a lot of people, when they hear a particular rumor or certain dirt, they will believe it. People don't investigate it. People don't ask questions. They don't get to know the individual for themselves. They don't even go to God. A lot of people are lazy in the spiritual sense, where they won't even go to God and say, God, is these things that I'm hearing about this particular person, is it true? Father, I want you to confirm it. I hear what's being said about the person. I've been hearing it for months. I've been hearing it for weeks. I've been hearing it for years, but I don't really know if it's true. But God, if it's your will, I ask that you reveal it to me. People don't do that. Most people, when they hear that level of dirt or rumor or gossip on somebody from the jealous person, they'll just believe it. And what they'll do, if they don't outright try to reject you or ostracize you, then what they'll do, they'll just keep their distance from you. They may kind of act funny around you. They have some anxiety being around you simply off of what they've heard. But again, where has jealousy gotten you? Yes, I'm bold with this. If you know you're battling this, where has it gotten you in life? Are you richer from being jealous? Are you happier from being jealous? Do you look better from being jealous? Are you closer to God from being jealous? What you guys, got to take away from this is that the more you allow this spirit to stay in you and you are not addressing it, you are not dealing with it, you will start to see various things in your life go down. You will start to see various relationships and connections that you have to people start to be broken apart. You will start to see just how unhappy and unfulfilled you are. And a lot of you all out here that pacify and placate a jealous person, you will have to answer to that later on. Because what a lot of people do, they'll know that they have jealous friends or a jealous auntie or a jealous mother or father or brother, one of their jealous siblings, and they never confront them about it. They are not coming at them, asking them, why is it that they can't let that person go and just live their life? And Why do they always bring up their name, and why are they always talking about them? You all will not confront that. You will just keep walking around like, well, that's my mother. That's just how she is. That's my father. That's just how he is. That's my sibling. That's just how they are. But that's my friend. Don't say nothing about my friend. But sweetie, your friend is jealous. And your friend, her jealousy is out of control because now she's hurting someone that's not even thinking about her, whose life is thriving. They are not hanging with your sister. They are not hanging with your cousin. They are not hanging with your brother. They are not hanging with your wife. They're not hanging with your husband. They're not thinking about them. If you don't take anything else from this message, you better realize, again, jealousy gets you nowhere. You don't gain anything. You get no reward from it. It drains you. It steals your time. It distracts you. You being jealous and you watching somebody. Because see, what a lot of you all don't know is that when you jealous, that requires you to watch somebody. You got to watch somebody because you may deny it and say, I don't have to watch nobody. I'm out here living my own life. Well, then how do you know so much about what that person is doing? All you got to do, guys, like I said, I go back to confronting a jealous person. I gave you all a few things that you can ask them or say to them if you bold enough to confront them. But ask them, well, if you're not jealous, how do you know all of these different things that she is doing? How do you know all the things that she's posting? How do you know all the things he's posting? How do you know who she's dating? How do you know who he likes? How do you know who she likes? How do you know where that person lives? How do you know who they're related to? How do you know some of their faults? How do you know some of their flaws? You're not even friends with this person. A lot of you all, you don't want to start asking people these questions, even in the body of Christ, because I'm also targeting Christian people. You all think when I talk about these topics that it's just unsaved people in the world. No, a lot of this stuff comes from people who claim they know God. They claim they love God. They claim they're sold out to God. But these are some of the most foul people walking around. Nobody wants to ask questions. Nobody wants to expose real evil. Nobody wants to confront it. They comfortably sit in it, and they're sitting in the face of evil and they don't say anything. But you got to go further and say, where has jealousy gotten this person? What have they gained from being jealous? All that's happening is that every time they talk about this person, they're full of rage, they're full of anger, they're screaming, they're hollering, they cussing, they blood pressure through the roof. It's affecting how they look. It's affecting their ministry. They're not as joyful talking about God or their relationship with God that they used to be back then. Somebody that's jealous, you start to see it festering more and more and more, to the point where if you're connected to them and they are jealous, because see, jealousy is not always in operation like what I'm talking about. Sometimes it operates to where someone wants you attached to them and they want you to go where they're going, and where they're going is nowhere. They may just be stuck in a rut doing the same thing they was doing 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. They've given up. They have no confidence. They are 100% comfortable where they are. And because you showing them love and because you respect them, they want you stuck right along with them. They want you to go down the same path as them. Doing nothing, believing nothing, hoping for nothing, praying for nothing, going to God about nothing. You've just completely rested in the level your life is at, and you're okay with that. And so a jealous person will do whatever they can to keep you linked and attached to them. Because to see you go on and flourish, to see you grow, to see you get certain blessings in your life that you've never had, they don't want to see that for you. Because they have not gotten these things, they don't want you to have it. Y'all better wake up. But see, if you operating in this spirit, again, jealousy gets you nowhere. It gets you no reward. You get nothing from being jealous. All you're going to do is be drained. Jealousy requires you to watch somebody. Jealousy requires you to compete with people that are not even thinking about you. They are living their life. They don't care about you. They literally don't care about you. Some people, they don't even know that you're jealous of them. But for those of you, you just are clowning. You clowning and doing everything in your power to try to tear a person down. When do you go to God and tell God to take over? When do you go to God and say, God, get to the root of this spirit that's in me? I don't even know where it came from. Maybe your childhood. Maybe somebody told you something or said something to you. Maybe somebody came in your life and tried to compare you to a particular person. And it stole your confidence from you. And so now you just are targeting certain people that have the things that you want or that you're having a hard time getting. It gets you nowhere. You are not successful. A real jealous person, it starts to come falling down as time goes on. Give it time. As years pass and days pass and weeks pass, you'll just start to see the truth. It'll be revealed right in front of your face that a real jealous person that's operating in pure evil, that has been destroying people's friendships, marriages, relationships with their children, all of that. You will start to see things in their life breaking down, falling apart, crumbling. And you could try to turn your face away and act like you don't see it. You could try to turn around and act like it's not real. You could try to put the devil in it and say, oh, that's just the enemy doing that. No, that's them reaping what they've been sowing. Get to the root. Attack those 3 or 4 other sins you had before you came into the understanding of, oh yeah, you really are jealous. Because baby, it ain't nothing nice. When I've seen people dealing with that spirit of jealousy, and I keep telling you all, it's active, it moves, it thrives, it feeds off something. Just jealousy at a normal, regular level, sometimes it's hidden. It's subtle. You're not gonna catch it. But a jealous person that's thriving off something and feeding off something, and they monitoring you and watching you and looking at what you post and coming around people that they know you hang with and you related to and that you talk to. It could even be people within your family that's going to other family members. And they know you don't hang with that particular family member, but they will get desperate and go to any other person in their family to see if they can give them any type of information on you. They'll try to go do a background check on you, search you up. They will do anything. They do it in the workplace. They do it in church. They do it in your neighborhood. They do it in your family dynamic. They do it. It gets you nowhere. It distracts you. It takes your time. It takes your time. It does stuff to you mentally. I've seen it too many times with too many people. And some of the people are already successful. They have all of the things that you are trying to fight to get or you're working to get. They already posted up, sitting pretty. They got certain stuff. But they still trying to come for you. They still worried about you. They still studying you. They still got other people watching you, doing whatever they can. They still bringing your name up randomly and you're not even thinking about them. They probably did something to you at one point years ago and you let it go a long time ago, but they still won't let it die. It gets you nowhere. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.